My name is Evelyn, and this is my husband, David. We've lived in this house in Shaker Heights for almost 40 years now. This was built in 1928 by the Van Swearingen brothers, so it's one of the original houses in Shaker Heights. We've been putting a lot of time and effort into it over the past 40 years, working on it little by little, trying to bring it back to what we thought it should look like or could look like. And hiring desirable painting was a big part of that. I actually was the head of market research for a firm in downtown Cleveland for a number of years. So I am a professional researcher. In the end, I was reading the reviews of painting companies on Google reviews, and I wanted companies that had not done, 15 jobs, but companies that had done at least several hundred and had very high reviews. And those two things were the main reason I chose desirable painting, just because everybody loves them. I think I actually called about 3 different painting companies to get a quote because I had no idea what this might cost. And I spoke to Eric on the phone, and he was just very knowledgeable, very friendly. He assured me that he could handle a job like this, and we just wanted to come and visit us and come and talk. So ultimately, we wanted to hear what he had to say, and he came and sat in our living room. And I know he had an appointment that he had come from, and I know he had another one after that, and he stayed longer than he planned because we hit him with every question we could possibly think of while we had him, and he could not possibly have been nicer and more honest and straightforward. Eric is just an open book. He was knowledgeable. He was just totally straightforward. He just answers always to the best of his ability, and he knows what he's talking about. Given our experience in life, we're reasonable judges of character, I think. And Eric is an honest man, and that just shines from him, honestly. There were some questions we asked where there was no way that he could foresee what condition the wood is in on the 3rd floor of this house on the outside without actually having his face in front of it. And I was wondering how he would address that in terms of the cost. And he said, we will repair any rotted wood we find. We will replace it. But we can't know until we're on a ladder and looking at it. So we will charge extra for that service, because there's no way we can foretell how bad it's going to be until we'll get there, if that's okay with you. And he gave us a rate, an hourly rate that would be, and that's exactly what it ended up being. And in the end, there were no surprises. I tend to be a pretty detail-oriented person by nature and also from my career. I'm the one who talks to the doctor and wants to know every step that he's going to take. I don't really need to know that, but somehow it's comforting to me to have knowledge. And Eric is the same way, actually. He's fussy about the work he's doing. And so he probably spent an hour and a half at least visiting us in our living room and answering everything we could think of, but also just explaining this process that was going to take place, which is a big comfort level for me. I just can't say enough about it. Everywhere on this house where there's white stucco meeting dark brown wood trim, the line is perfect. No overlap anywhere. You can walk around this house and every single line is perfect, which to me just shows people that really care about what they're doing. I would recommend desirable painting to anyone, regardless of how old their house is or how big it is or how small. I just figure given the quality of the work that they did here, if they can paint this house and essentially restore all of the damage in addition to painting it, I think they could paint anybody's house.